Hi guys, Andy Brocklehurst here, and today I want to show you Easy Video Spinner. Some of you may remember a few months back now I bought out a product called Quick Video Creator. The idea being you could make videos very rapidly out of a series of slides, and this really has come from the feedback from users of that software. But we've had to make this a product in its own right simply because it really does handle things quite differently. Here's the idea. If you want to get a series of videos on a tube site driving traffic to your main website, then the best way to do it is really to have multiple videos, because then they get picked up on different descriptions, different keywords, different titles, and so you have more of a chance of them ranking on search engines. And I think we all know that it's easier, far easier to rank a video on a major search engine like Google than it is to rank a website these days. So this lets you create multiple videos so that you can have different keywords. Now the big issue has been up until now that you have to have unique videos. They have to be different lengths, different sizes, and so the big tube sites like YouTube, for example, has got algorithms that can detect if a video has the same content as somebody else's, or is exactly the same video. And in the past, people have tried cheating it by just changing the size of the file by a second or two, things like that, and with limited success. But this is generating genuinely different videos each time. So in this example, I'm just making a series of videos that will hopefully be driving traffic to a CPA link. This isn't limited to CPA, this can be to get traffic to any website, and local businesses can use this. And in fact, I can tell you about an example that I've just done for an offline client. But let's focus on this example first of all. So I'm doing a video that promotes a CPA offer for winning an iPad. And so up the top here, you'll see that it has a folder containing, you've got start, middle and end frame images. And it will help if I show you my folder structure that I've got here. I have created two folders here, one with frames. I only want to use one of these three frames at the start of the video. I could have put 100 frames in here, and you can put as many as you like in. The more you put in, the more spinning opportunities you have. But for the example, I'm keeping this simple. Then I've got a series of frames that I've called general frames. These are frames that will appear in the middle of the video. I'm actually going to take that one out because it's very bleached out and hard to read any light coloured fonts on. So that's my what we call my general frames. I could have had a separate folder for end frames, but basically I'm going to have the start of the video have one of these three, the end of the video will have one of these three, and in the middle it's going to put one or more of these in rotation. So as you can see, I've specified my start frames. I've told it that the middle frames are generated from the general frames folder, and the end frame I've used the start frames folder again. I've then specified a folder containing audio tracks, and you can use anything that obviously you have to have the rights to use it. I have a good old collection of royalty-free MP3s here. The software can use MP3 or WAV files. And in fact, we're going to give you some MP3s to get you started. If you don't have any royalty-free music, we'll give you 14 or 15 tracks to get you started with. So what's going to happen is it's going to go through and it's going to make videos of varying lengths, running at varying speeds, using combinations of the frames that we specified and using an audio track picked at random from that folder. We've then got the option of having subtitles on the opening frame, a subtitle that will appear on the middle frames, and one that will appear on the end frame. I've enabled all of these, and you can use spin tags in here, and this is the real killer. This is going to generate multiple videos, and for those of you not familiar with spin tags, it's very simple. Let me tell you what it is and show you how it works. Let me just open up a notepad document. if I wanted to have a video that said, or a phrase that went something like "Hello, Andy," but instead of it always saying hello, I want it to sometimes at random maybe say hi, yo, howdy. And the way Spintax works is we put curly brackets around the possible choices, and between the choices we put what's called a pipe character, and it's just this upright line. It's normally on the shift and your backslash key on most keyboards, but that will depend on where in the world you are. Okay, so if I was to spin this particular sentence here, it would at random pick one of the words from inside the curly brackets and then put my name. And that's what's enabled in this software. Each time it generates a frame, it can use one of these random phrases. So it's going to make sure all the videos are going to be completely unique, because the start frame is going to have one of these phrases, the middle frames will have one of these, the end frame will have one of these. You could even nest Spintax. I don't want to confuse people that don't know what Spintax is, but it's possible to nest Spintax as many levels deep as you want to go. I'll just throw that out for those of you that are familiar with using Spintax already. Okay, at this point I'm ready to hit a button and make some videos. So in this case, for this example, I'm going to make 10. Alright, this could just as easily be 100. And I'm going to hit the button and you'll see that this does the job pretty quickly. Hit the generate button and it's running now. It's generating the frames, creating video 1, it then adds the audio and compresses the videos. So this makes them YouTube ready for uploading. One of the issues with a lot of software is it generates an uncompressed video and then you have to run it for a compressor, or you just have to upload a big file to YouTube, which takes ages. This crunches the videos down with basically the maximum compression that we feel we can get away with, so we get the files as small as possible, which means that even if you've got a slow connection to the internet, you're going to be able to upload relatively quickly. So you can see we're already on video 9, we're probably under a minute here, and so it's nearly done video 10, and in fact there we go, complete. It will be, and it will tell me now that it's finished. I can hit the open location button and this will open up a folder, and in this folder I have my 10 videos that it has created for me. And I'll show you some of these in just a second. It also gives me this log file, and this is really useful. Inside the log file, it tells me about each video. So video 1, it tells me what the subtitle is, middle title and the end. It tells me which audio file it's used, and it tells me the actual video name. Now, the main purpose, the main thing that's useful in this log file is when you come to upload to YouTube, if you can copy and paste from here, and this gives you bits of spun data to put into your description or into your title, so it just speeds the whole uploading process up. Okay, let's take a look. So if we're gonna look at this video now, I'm going to open these using QuickTime. I have VLC Player installed, which I'm sure many of you do, but for some reason with the compression that we're using, these don't play properly in VLC Player. So here's the first video. I've got everything's random about this, so I don't know how long the video is, I don't know how quickly it's going to update. But you get the idea. I'm going to skip through, and you see it cycles through the images. These are all middle frames, and then the end frame. It's going to have. I've done my font size too big there, but that's fine. Can always change the font size for the. It's on the final link. Probably just need to bring it down a little bit, and I could regenerate them. I'm not going to. I'll just show you. Let's just take a look at another video. So here's one that's clearly got a different starting frame. I'm doing this in real time, so I've not checked these. I don't know what they're going to be like. So, different music, probably slightly faster paced video. through a bit. So you get the idea. It's generated 10 videos really rapidly, and in fact we can see from the log file how long it took to do 10. It started at 2:58 and 52 seconds, finished at 2:59 and 47, so less than 1 minute to do 10 videos that's taken. Usually when I do this I would generate one first just to make sure that it looks okay and I'm happy with it, and if I am, so you know, I might want to check my font sizes and things, I can check that one, and then provided I'm happy, you know, I can come in and do 50 and hit that going. So that's the idea. Very simple piece of software. The whole concept here is to rapidly generate you spun video content, so you can dominate the tube sites using different keywords and that kind of thing. So there it is, guys. This has really just come from popular demand. People that bought Quick Video Maker have asked for this kind of functionality. We couldn't make Quick Video Maker do it; just wasn't built to do it. The compression we used, all of that kind of thing. So we've rewritten this. It's been written from the ground up to do this job, and I'm pleased to be offering it at an amazing special price. And the quicker you get in, the best price you get, as always. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you grab this and make use of it.